Oh my gosh, Cookie. I have a review, and we're going to take a little bit of a field trip today. It's a little different. Welcome back, and if you're new here, hello, my name is Carolyn Gray. Welcome to my channel. I talk about all things in and around fashion, and we love a good old kiki and giggle, because why? Because laughter is healing for the soul. Amen. I heard you say it. I heard you say it. Now, I also like to take you around the city with me on my daily excursions living in New York City as an adult. I'm an actual adult. You better know it. Anyway, I want to talk about something in a way that I normally don't do. I usually talk about things or share things with you guys that I really like. And, you know, if I don't like it, I just kind of keep it to myself. But this one, let's talk about it. So there are some of us that are huge fans of Coach and its legacy and know all about the Kisslock bags. But for those that don't, last September, Coach did a spring 2025 runway collection here in New York City. And it featured some of these amazing oversized, capacious Clutch Kisslock bags. And a lot of them were just so fantastical. They had tattoos, like leather tattoos and writing, graffiti, all the things, distressed and aged. They had them in an array of colors. And I think those of us that saw it fell in love immediately and was just waiting by bated breath for the bag to drop in the spring. And it did. I think it dropped in February in store and online, but I don't think Coach and their production team was actually prepared for what was to come with the interest in this particular bag and style. They dropped it in 3 colors: black, burgundy, or brown, and the pink. None of them had the tattoos or the graffiti involved, but if you were to buy any of them, you can always take it to a Coach store and get it, basically, I forget the terminology, but they stamp it. They stamp your bag with whatever little dinosaur or hearts, whatever you want that they have, they'll put it onto your bag. It's permanent, but it is really cute. So the bag sold out in minutes, okay? Especially online when it dropped in February. Couldn't get my hands on it, and I really had my eyes set on the pink. And I had discussed it with a sales associate in the store, a few of them at the Soho location. And I was like, you know what? If it drops again, I'm going to hope that I get it, and I'm going to jazz it up, do all the things and wear it. I also saw that my good friend she had it in black. So I was able to see it in person, and I did feel like it was pretty manageable, but it is an oversized clutch. I have another oversized clutch like the Bottega Intriacho red oversized clutch, and honestly I could fit like another pair of shoes in there. Like, I've stuffed that bag before and ran around the city, so I felt like this was a really good bag for me. It was very manageable. So sold out for months, and they dropped again, I believe, I can't remember, earlier in July, right? And they said it's only going to be online 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Eastern, blah blah blah. And then when it hit right at 8 o'clock, it looked like it was sold out. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to fight for my life for this thing. Y'all can have it. It's done. It's gone. Maybe it'll come back in September, blah, blah, blah. Because they did talk about another restock for in-store in September. So I said, I gave it up. But then I checked the site again at 8:15. They were available. I was like, okay, I guess it was glitching a little bit right out the gate. We were all just trying to get on the website. So I ordered the pink, and I got really excited. It took a while. Like, I fear that other brands shipped quicker. And I just kind of felt like Coach was a little delayed. And I wasn't the only person that said that. Another person I saw online, he was just like, Coach, where's my bag? Like, I feel like you're going to tell me that it's going to be delayed or not deliverable at all. But here is the Coach Kisslock in the pink. It is a really beautiful bag. It does come with the 2 tags. It also basically shows that this is a re-edition of the Kisslock that they did, I think, in 1969. Does it say on this thing? Yeah, 1969. It has the hoops here for the strap. There's only one side of the bag that will hold the strap, which to me feels a little weird. Then you have the Kisslock closure, and it does have 2 incisions right here, so it can also just lock or reinforce its closure, which I did really like. And then on the bottom, it has genuine glove tan leather in the gold emboss, right? Brass detail. And then inside is just ginormous and gigantic. And then it has the Coach New York detailing debossed into the bag with the side zip. And you have the strap at the bottom of this bag. I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to pull it out because we're taking it back today. Here's the thing. I appreciate this bag. I do enjoy the look of this bag. It's just a bit too big and a bit too hard underneath my armpit. Okay, that's one. I just think it's not really conducive for me. Number 2, the day that it was dropping online again, I went into the store knowing that it was not going to be in store, but I was looking for another Coach bag that was in the same pink. The bags that are pink leather at Coach, they're a bit darker than this pink. This is actually lighter than what they usually do. I had a little bit of a hesitation when I went to go see it in person because I was just like, I'm not really a pink girl. Like, I don't wear a lot of pink colors. It's very rare, but I definitely don't have a pink bag. So how does that age over time? Like, I love how certain color leathers age and distress over time. You can just expect it to be a certain way and it look really phenomenal once you give it that life and wear your life in it type of thing. But when it came to this particular color, I was like, how is this going to age? Like, how is this going to rub off? Is this going to be white underneath? Is it brown underneath? Is it a lighter pink, which I'm sure probably just is a lighter pink, but I'm not too sure about the distressing. This bag, I think, was $657. I could be lying, $659. Ooh, under $700. And if you've been following me for a while, you know I've paid a lot more for different bags. It's not the money, it is still an investment, but I just find that I am not the type of person yet. I have shoes. I love shoes. I could buy a shoe just because of the design and never wear it. That's just how I've always been. I just love the design of shoes. But when it comes to handbags, I have been expanding my collection. But the reality is I wear the hell out of my bags. I wear them. I do well with them. I keep them in great condition overall, but I wear my bags. I need to have use in them and they have to be easy to wear. Like, I have maybe 2 or 3 bags that I have and I wear it every so often. Every single time I wear it, I'm like, this is why I don't wear this damn bag, because it's in my way. It's hard to manage. I need my hands to be free. It's just not what I thought it was going to be. It's not falling as graceful on my body as I thought and wanted it to. The other thing, it was pretty hard for me to see how I was going to really enjoy this bag. When it came out the first time, I felt like a lot of people got the brown and got the black, which was nice, and I know how those are going to look, but I didn't really want the black or brown. I have a black bag. I have a brown bag. I wanted something a little bit different. I just felt like this was really badass. The only thing was a lot of people chose to just add bag charms to this bag. Now, if you ask me, this bag has a lot going on with just having to carry it and it being so big and the hardware being right here on your shoulder the whole time. Then you have the clinkiness of charms. I love a good bag charm. Lord knows I do. But I feel like it will also weigh the bag down. And the charms that they have available, they're just really big. They're really big charms. It's just a bit too much. It's a lot going on. They're going to hear you coming from a mile away. For me, it just wasn't my style. It was a very kitschy thing. And I didn't see anyone take their bag to get tatted up or like write on it or add some stamps to it or some leather stickers. Like one girl did, but the leather stickers that she chose, they would peel off in a matter of a week. They're not really meant to be put on a soft leather bag like this. It moves around too much and it would just lift. It's not meant for that. So it was hard for me to just kind of see like, how will this bag take to a little bit of distressing and dysfunction, but overall, when I got it and I took it out the box, I just didn't feel that va-va-voom energy, and here's the thing, like Coach, a lot of brands do this. They make an amazing runway collection and show us certain things, and they either make it super limited to get, or they don't produce it at all because it was really difficult. I just find it so annoying that they showed us these bags that looked a certain way, but had the nerve not to try and get them, or they probably did try, but had the nerve to not to get them produced. I can understand, like, if it was to cost $1,000, like, okay, Coach, y'all don't have bags that already cost y'all have had bags that cost $1,000. So you can up the ante a little bit more. I can understand wanting to stay inside of a certain price point, but also maybe the hardship of finding a manufacturer, especially in this day and age and climate, with everything happening overseas with the tariffs. I can totally understand what went wrong and why they weren't able to really recreate what we saw on the runway. But by golly, I just kind of wish that more brands would think a little bit more ahead of the game and ensure, like, if we make this design, can we guarantee that we can make it despite certain situations going on that we have no control over? I just feel like it was a tease. Lord knows I hate a tease. So it's going back. But here's the funny thing. Let me sip my coffee for this. All right. So I went into the Soho store, again, to reference the pink leather color. And while I was in store, a bag caught the corner of my eye's gaze, my peripheral. And I was like, oh, I think it was the Empire carryall in a 40, size 40, and a tan leather suede. Lord knows I love a suede. Anything. Suede pants, suede bag, suede jacket, suede hair barrette. Okay. And while I was just contemplating, like, the pink for me, right, I was like, this is a really nice bag. And I haven't seen anyone really talk about this particular material in this style. This style is very popular. Everyone has the what's it called? The Bordeaux gradient, the black, the navy. Everyone, when it came out last September, everyone went bazooka over it, and I love it and I get it. But no one has been talking about this leather suede and tan. And I'm like, girl, what? It looked so nice with my outfit that I had on that day, right? And I was thinking about it, and I've only been thinking about it even since I purchased this thing. And I'm like, I think I already had it made up in my mind that I was going to switch them. And I was just like, I didn't feel really sure about the pink bag. And I keep thinking about this tan suede one, and it's the one that got away in a sense, right? So we're going to go to the Coach store. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to take this, and I'm going to lay it down and see what it looks like with a few stamps on it, just to see how I feel. Not to actually do the incision or anything, but just to kind of play around with it before I hand over the return. Just to confirm, okay? Now, I'm also thinking we'll return this and get this suede bag. Or, worst case scenario for my pockets, we keep this, we get it stamped to the gods, and then we also get the leather suede. I told y'all I've been trying to focus on just home good purchases, but that's also taking a crazy route. I got this little cheap thing from Amazon. Should have never did it because it's too low to the ground. I can't stand it. I almost fall off of it every time I sit on it because it's just not sturdy. And then the curtains that I ordered, why did it say if this doesn't deliver by the 28th, contact us so we can return? No, I need this before the 28th because I have a whole concept that I need to execute all August long, and I need my curtains for this room. Anyway, so everything that I've been doing when it comes to home goods purchasing has gone to hell. So this is my way to cope buying fashion purchases. But this will be my last. For the rest of the summer, we cannot buy any more summer things for fashion. It's not necessary. It really, really isn't. So let's take this with us and go to the Soho location. I do prefer that location. I love the staff at that location, and I can just talk to them about my hesitance with this particular purchase, and they can either process my return, help me jazz this baby up, and or buy the other bag that I cannot stop thinking about. Or we might just return it and leave with nothing. That's also a very responsible and an adult decision. Because I don't need a bag.
Because I want the hype. Because I was like, I kind of want like a medium-sized one that I can actually use as a clutch when I go to dinners in the evening. The big one, I'm like, am I gonna go eat dinner with my man with this bag? No, I don't.
Okay.
I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna eat dinner with my man with this bag.
It's too big. The smaller one that they had on the runway was just so much better for what we would want it for.
Yeah.
And it happens. It's coming back.
It feels amazing though.
It does.
It feels.
The leather's
expensive.
beautiful.
Yeah.
But
the suede.
The suede is just, she gives a lot more.
You're also like, you do love your brows.
I do. Okay. All right. I'm gonna just turn it off. Do you mind if I hold her? Do you mind? Take her. You want my return slip?
So I was able to get the black one. Yeah, I was gonna ask you if you wanted it, but you want the brown one. I think the brown one is great. I have it. It's beautiful. The color is unlike any brown.
You know what I have though? What they need to do is give y'all legitimate floor samples that
they do.
tied down.
I know.
But
I agree.
like those.
So people can see.
Yeah. Do y'all have new ones?
Yeah. Jana, can you double check the stock on this? I think we have one. If not,
Also, these are cute. The reflection is not picking up on camera, but it's really cute. These are cute. Yeah.
Our system, it's not.
Yeah.
So I just told them.
Okay. No problem.
Yes, Miam. Let me see. Oh, those
Does
are
it look
good.
cute on the bag?
It looks really good on the
Thank
bag.
you. Yeah, I do them myself. Do them like every couple weeks.
She is the nail queen.
Yes.
That's how I try to stay creative if I have to wear black all day.
Hello, cookies. It is the next day. It is Saturday. I am home. I brought the new bag home. Let's get into it. Okay, I am way more happier with this choice and happy that the Kisslock is back at the store or with someone new. They said that they were going to call someone on the wait list to see if they wanted to slide on by and purchase it. I'm even more happier that I went with the Soft Empire in the, what is this, the 30? No, the 40, in the 40 size, in this beautiful suede, leather suede tan. It is gorgeous, darling, and it is soft, and it does come with a strap as well. I just think that this is way more my steez. I feel like it just goes with me in so many different ways with what I'm wearing right now. Literally, I love the fact that I can just kind of like host it underneath my armpit and it just feel more comfortable. It goes on the crux of my elbow. If I really was like in dire straits and I need to put it on my shoulder, it could fit on my shoulder with just the top handle, but I cannot wait to like wear and live with this through the end of summer into fall. Like, I just feel that this is so seasonless, timeless, so me. I don't mind the brass detail. I did make a comment that, you know, the Kisslock, the brass of the on the bag was not something that I was into, as if I didn't know about it before. Like, I saw that it was brass and gold before I ever bought it, and I was just like, you know what? A lot of my bags have gold detail, and I don't love that part about most of them, but I love them anyway. You know, I just wish that more brands did silver detail. But I do think that it's very fitting. I don't really need this on there, but I feel like the gold isn't too in your face and takes away from the bag to the point where I don't like it at all. I felt like the Kisslock bag when I saw it in person, the brass was just a bit too much for me. I didn't think it would be that once I got it in hand, but in person it just didn't read well. But I'm really happy with this. It's so good. It does have a zip closure also, by the way, at the top, so you can close it like so. This is just like all the other Soft Empire bags. It does have a key chain connection there. It has its inner pocket, and it does have a snap closure, and then the New York Coach stamp there on the pocket as well. And it just has a really large cavity. Let me see what can fit in this. Can my laptop. This is a Mac Pro. I think this is a 14-inch, and she is fitting in there comfortably and underneath that zip closure. Yep. Yeah, it feels really good in there. I might as well just pack her up now because I will be using this starting ASAP. And that's the thing, like, I know when something is working for me if I want to wear it as soon as I get it. You know, that's a telltale sign. Like, I feel that there's some things that I've bought in the past, like maybe a pair of shoes that I was really excited over and I didn't wear right away, but eventually did. And sometimes when I never wear it, that's like, and I look back, I'm like, damn, I could have just returned that one, because it's clear I'm not in full love with this bag because I wasn't that excited to wear it immediately. And if it's like a buy now, wear now type of thing where, you know, you could buy a sandal in the wintertime, obviously you can't wear it right away. But if it's in season, in the moment of you buying it and you don't wear it right away, that's not a good sign all the time. Sometimes it's fine, but not all the time. Y'all know how I am. This is my taser wazer, okay? My clickety clack, my glick glick clack. Don't try nothing. She always carries something. It's either that or pepper gel spray. She's carrying, okay? And I just have a pair of socks in here in my bag. I really put it in my purse this morning because I was getting a CAT scan. I didn't know, like, if I had to take my shoes off. I actually didn't have to take my shoes off for that scan. Like, I was like, no, we're not scanning your feet. We're scanning your midsection. I was like, oh, okay. No shoes on the bed. That's all. That's why I asked, type of thing. But I didn't have to take them off, but I did pack them just to, you know, make sure my feet were warm. And I had a CAT scan with contrast. My feet burned up. Okay. As soon as they said the contrast is coming, I felt it in my chest, in my crotch. I thought I peed myself. That's how hot it was. And in my feet. And then I had that metallic taste in my mouth, like metal. Yeah, not the most enjoyable experience, but it was very quick. I'm actually going to take this little bag that I got from the Herbivore team, and I'm going to put my lippies and my hand sanitizer in there. Actually, they sent me this Nova facial oil, which I think is amazing. It does have some turmeric in there. You do have to shake it up to really get all the goodies and stuff, but I want to use this for my facial sculpting time at night. I think that'll be really perfect, but I love the fact that it is a good size for a bag this size from Coach. I could put all my things in it and not worry about all the little pieces rolling around in the bag. But yeah, I have my laptop, my little cosmetics kit, my big old gum pack, my keys for the office, and my wallet in here. And it fits all. And I also have to say this bag is a little lighter too than the Kisslock. Isn't that funny? And it's a heavier material, like this suede leather, right? Nah, it actually feels a lot lighter than the Kisslock with all the things in it. I feel like this bag, yeah, the Kisslock with more things, with anything in it, I feel like it would have been a little bit cumbersome of a bag. But I'm so happy with it. Yeah, she's good. She's good. So listen, sometimes I do think that purchases like that happen where we get excited over the hype of things, or we're settling for design, you know, because Obviously, that design was not the exact thing that I fell in love with when we saw the original Runway collection for spring 25, but it was something super adjacent, and I was willing to go with it and make it my own. And it didn't hit like I thought it was going to. I do think that the brown, once they drop again, I do think I will swing at the brown and do the brown exactly how I want. Like, I'm talking about sand blasting it and tattooing it up, stamping it, all the things. Like, I do plan on getting that one and really ripping it through the mud, because that, in that colorway, I think it's a lot better. Now that I know the size and the weight of it in real life, I find that I think the brown is more of a better option than the pink, because of how it will age over time. And like, I know what to expect next time. So I actually told the sales associates at the Soho store, I am really interested in getting the brown one and doing what I want with that one. The pink was just a bit too much for me, or just not aligned with who I am. So yeah. It's an experience though, and we still got it back. And girl math, I spent no money on this. Technically, if you really want to think about it, I spent money on the Kisslock. We returned it and exchanged it for this. We didn't spend money yesterday. Girl math, I spent no money on this. I know. This bag was $6.95. After tax, I think $7.56. So yeah, that's how much the Kisslock was. And I think with this bag, I will get way more wear out of it in comparison to the Kisslock, which is very unique and kitschy on its own. So I'm glad I made the switch over and the investment. I'm so happy for this bag from the legacy brand, Coach, that is. And I hope that going forward, that more brands just take into account, like, when you create something that looks amazing on the runway, if they could just do a little bit more, if they can, just a little bit more research into what the production of a certain item might be, just in case it is one of those things that people are really in love with and it be hard to make and then you can't do it how we see it. I hope that more brands do less of that and just show us exactly what we're going to be able to get more. But yeah. All right, guys, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, this journey, unboxing and review. And I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye, cookies. Okay. I don't know how I don't like anything I've been wearing today. Oh my gosh. Why is this so low? I thought this was a little, okay. And now, first of all, isn't this chair so low? The floor is right here.